Hi everyone, it's Robin and welcome back. So today is day one of my Whole House Purge project. I am so excited to get started on this, and I am very excited that many of you have decided to join me. I think this is going to be so much fun, and I think will help us stay a little bit more motivated. At least I know it will help me for sure. So if you missed my first video on how I made myself an action plan for going about tackling this ginormous project of purging my whole house, I will link that video down in the description box. And of course, I would love for you to join us if you decide that this sounds like something you would like to do for your own home. I think it's going to be fun, and I know I'm excited to get started. So, as you can see, I am in my kitchen, and I've decided that week number one is going to be my kitchen, because this is the room that I spend the most amount of time in. I do a lot of my videoing in here, as you probably know, and cooking meals, cleaning. I've got my desk off to the side, so I spend a lot of time in here. So I thought this would be a good room to start off with, to give me that boost to get started on this very big project. So I'm getting a late start today. It's already like dark outside, so I've got my lights on in here, and hopefully it's not too crazy with the lighting. But yeah, it's really not that late, only about 8 o'clock or so. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 30 minutes in for today. So I've decided for day one, I'm going to work on cabinets and drawers. This morning, I already did this upper corner cabinet. It took me maybe 10 minutes. So I've got 20 minutes left. So I decided I'm going to work on these 4 drawers right here, and then hopefully get into this side corner cabinet, which goes all the way back to the wall, which is really full of stuff, which I probably haven't even taken out of there in like a year. So I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes and see how far I can get. Yay! Top drawer all done. I took out the tray, washed that up. I'm missing some silverware, which is in the dishwasher right now. But I've got a lot of space on the side and in the back still, which I'll probably repurpose some stuff from some other drawers and put it in here. This drawer has all of my lids and stuff for containers. This one has my baking pan or baking stuff, cookie cutters that I use mostly, biscuit cutters, measuring cups, and then hot pads and wax paper, and sometimes tin foil. I'll have to put that way. Bottom drawer is pots and pans. That one I didn't take anything out of. I just cleaned it out and put everything back. So there we go. Drawers are done. Alright, so I ended up with a few things that I took out of the drawers. Not a whole lot, which is kind of what I expected for those drawers that I was using. But I do have a big stack of lids that I have no containers to go with, so those I will be throwing away. And then this stuff, this is a Hydro Flask lid, which we bought the wrong size and then didn't get it returned on time. So I'm going to donate that along with these little corn on the cob picks, these tongs I haven't used in years, and then this I bought at the thrift store a while ago. It's a little scale. I bought it probably a year ago and I haven't used it, so I'm just gonna put that back at the thrift store. So just a few things for this little section, but it's a start at least. So now I'm going to move on to this cabinet, which is a complete mess, but it's going to be really hard to film. So I'm just going to take everything from the top shelf out and then reassess everything and then put everything back, then work on the bottom shelf. Alright, so I've got the first top shelf done. As you can see, I've got the stuff that we use the most right in the front, like the popcorn maker, and then I've got my cookbook off to the side. In the back, we've got some of the bottles of liquor for my husband, and then you probably can't see back in there, but the stuff that I very rarely use, I've got shoved way in the back over there. But then right along the side here, I've got like my pans for like muffin pans. So yeah, a little baby waffle maker, and then the popcorn lid. So it all works out pretty good in there. I've got some extra space for the popcorn bowls, which is awesome. These are the items that I'm going to be getting rid of. I'll donate all of this stuff. Well, this for sure. It's a sports, like water jug. We've got another one. I'm keeping that one instead because we like the spout better on the other one. This is Zoe's donut maker. We've had it around forever. Oh, it was Emily's first. It's been here forever. I can't even remember the last time we used it. They just regular bake now, so we don't need that anymore. This I probably don't need to keep. I'll probably throw that away. We had two of these little mini tins. I kept the smallest of the two, and then I bought this waffle maker. This thing is totally vintage.
That's a good
Zoe wants me to keep it. I'm not sure. I'm afraid to use it actually. But anyways, we're getting rid of it because I'm afraid to use it. I'm afraid it's going to start a fire. So, those are the things from the top shelf of that corner cabinet that I am going to get rid of. Alright, so I did finish up the top shelf of that corner cabinet. I've run out of time. Well, actually, I have about like 2 minutes left, but that's not enough time to work on the bottom shelf. So I'm going to wait for tomorrow to do that. The bottom shelf should go pretty quickly, I think. And then I've got about 4 or 5 other cabinets that I need to get through and 2 drawers. So that will be for day 2. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so welcome back to day 2. I'm going to continue with the cabinets and the drawers. I have 2 drawers and about 8 cabinets to get through. Shouldn't take me very long. So I'm going to get started with this down the bottom section of the corner cabinet, which I left off on yesterday. So I'm going to pull everything out of that just like I did yesterday, reevaluate, and then put everything back. Quite a bit out of this cabinet. Let's start with this stuff. This stuff, I've got a square pan, never used that. Bought this, but it doesn't have a lid, so I'm going to donate that. Never used these either, so I'm going to get rid of those. This I've had forever. Can't even remember the last time I used this, so I'm going to get rid of that. This is my husband's old coffee grinder. It still works, so I will donate that, but he doesn't even use that anymore. Found this, which I completely forgot about. So I am going to get this cleaned up and use this for K-Cups, which I bought my girls a K-Cup coffee maker for Christmas. And I've been trying to figure out something to put the little pods in. This will be perfect. This I need to talk to Zoe about, but I think I can get rid of it. It's like a cake pop, pan. I bought it at a garage sale for $1. I think she used it once. So I'm going to get rid of that as well. So I'm keeping one thing and I'm getting rid of the rest. So now I have these 2 cupboards, which I really don't think they need anything more than just a wipe down because I just reorganized these not too long ago. However, this I bought because I thought it was super cool, but I have yet to use it. I've had it for like 6 months. I think I'm going to get rid of that. Everything else is pretty much staying, but I'm going to wipe down the cabinets and then replace everything. those cabinets are done. I ended up taking out a few things from this cupboard and putting them down in that corner cupboard because I had a whole bunch more room in that cupboard. So this is just, basically these are the cupboards that I use most of the time. This is like our everyday, you know, cookware and mixing and all that kind of stuff. Anything that's not in this cupboard is not used very often. So it's not a big deal if I have to kind of dig for it when I need it. But I like to keep these accessible. So like I said, out of that cabinet, all I'm getting rid of is this little Tupperware pitcher, which I don't want to have to do, but I haven't used it. I don't see why I need to keep it, so I'm going to get rid of it. So this is the coffee cabinet. It's supposed to be coffee here, mugs, and then miscellaneous stuff up top, but it's kind of all discombobulated at the moment. So let's get it better. Let's make it look better. That's just storage for the K-Cups. This shelf has a whole lot more mugs that I know need to go on this shelf, but right now they are in the dishwasher, and that'll fill up that spot. And then we've got coffee beans for my husband, his coffee cups, and all this stuff is like the girls, like caramels and chocolate stuff for like their cappuccinos and stuff like that. So it's all cleaned up, ready to go. Out of the coffee cabinet, I do have a few things, like, I don't know, a plastic lid. We don't need that anymore. This, do not know where the mug is that goes with this. And I know for a fact that my husband doesn't like this kind of slidey mug. So it's probably long gone. So I'm just going to throw that. This also, I think, used to go on top of a thermos. But we no longer have the thermos, so why we have this, I do not know. And then this is just another basket for my husband's coffee maker. And then I have no idea what this part is, but I'm not going to get rid of it because I don't know what it is. So I'm going to stick this basket in a different drawer because it doesn't need to be up there because, to my knowledge, these two things have never been used. This is our glass cupboard. So I cleaned this off camera. I took everything out, put everything back in. I didn't remove anything from this because we use every single item in this cupboard. At the very top is like our water bottles and that sort of thing. This cupboard is, normally this side is filled with large drinking glasses. The other side will have about 3 or 4 wine glasses and then my measuring cups. And then the bottom has, you know, miscellaneous glasses that the kids use. So that is that cupboard. These are the two cupboards underneath my sink, which I have already cleaned out. This is our little bin for recycling, garbage bags, dish soap. We've got, I just use an ice cream bucket for a bucket for when I need it for cleaning. And then this little 3-drawer thing has come in super duper handy. I love it. The top drawer has got all of my dishwasher pods. The next one down has sponges, what do you call those? SOS pads and cleaning, what do you call those? Magic erasers. I also have a little toothbrush for that, you know, real good scrubbing. And then I have a steel wool that I'm actually still using. So that goes in there. And then at the very bottom, just miscellaneous cleaning stuff, like I've got a drain freshener for the garbage disposal, and then this little Drano granules, which I have yet to use, but I picked it up in case I needed it sometime. So those little miscellaneous stuff just goes in there. Alright, so this leaves us to our last 2 drawers and this cabinet down here. However, I only have 10 minutes left. So I'm going to go ahead and do just a little bit of overtime today, because I would like to get these 4 areas taken care of today, because I still have my pantry to do. two drawers are done. I didn't take a whole lot out of these. But this one's basically our knives, silverware, one of those little grippy things to get jars open, and knives and a knife sharpener. I took the stuff that was in the way back out, so I have a little more space in the front. This one, once again, I didn't remove very much. I'll show you what I took out, but it does fit in here much nicer, everything that is supposed to go in here. This I'm going to move to a different space. I'm going to put that down in my, with like my measuring cups. This I'm going to put with my cake decorating stuff, so I don't use that very often. This I'm going to get rid of. It came in a grab bag. We thought we were going to use it, but we never have. Have no idea what this is from. Probably some sort of coffee thing. I'm going to throw that. Haven't used this in forever. I'm going to get rid of that. And haven't used this in like forever either, so I'm going to get rid of that. So that was it that I took out of those drawers. Okay, it is time to deal with this cabinet, and I am dreading it because, as you can see, it is overflowing with stuff. So I'm just going to take everything off the top shelf and put it up on the counter, and then clean it, put everything back that I want to keep, and then repeat the process on the bottom. That I'm cleaning out used to be the kids' craft cabinet, the bottom shelf. Well, as I've grown, I've slowly taken it over, but there's still some of the craft stuff in there. So this used to be the tablecloth that they would put on the table when they wanted to do like messy things. So I can get rid of that, as well as this box of just like random stuff. This I am going to donate. I don't know if it's worth it. I thought about throwing it, but I'll just donate it anyways, because I have a whole package of these. These are for my husband. When he goes to Boys Weekend, he grabs one of these every single year for like shot glasses. So I have a whole nother package of these that I'm keeping, but I'll donate these. This stuff here is a wood burning kit. So this one's Zoe's. And then I've got two punches. This stuff will get moved downstairs to my craft area because, well, it's kind of like everyone's craft area. So that'll be good to move downstairs. This, I have no idea what this stuff is. This is old craft stuff of Zoe's. There's a plug for something. I have to talk to her about that. These are like chocolate molds, I think, or like, I don't know. I don't know if she wants to keep those or not. And she's got this 3D drawing pen, and then she's got this one. Hasn't been used in years, so I'm going to talk to her about that when she gets back from volleyball. So that is all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. That, and also this whole pile of candy canes, which we actually bought last year at the end of the season because they were like 25 cents a box. And we went through, we probably ate half of them because we like our candy canes. And the kids love these little flavored candy canes. But I think I'm going to get rid of these because they're probably, I don't know. I will ask the girls. I'm tired of storing them, and they're not eating them, so I'm probably going to just throw those away. Everything over here is things that are expired, except for the beer. I've had this beer in here forever. I think I'm just going to throw it away. That and the strawberry Rita. I mean, I think this is at least 3 years old, but yeah, I'm just going to get rid of it. Old containers for Zoe's slime. I don't need to keep that anymore. And then the rest of this stuff is all like expired, except for this right here, which my girls absolutely love, this sparkling red juice. So I'm going to stick that in the refrigerator and let them drink that up, and then I'll get it out of my house. So there's also these Wisconsin Badger cups. I think my brother got these for me when he went to a game at the stadium in Madison, but I don't really feel like keeping them, so I will donate them, see if someone else wants them. Oh, and then there's that, which is a random cup with no lid, so I'm going to get rid of that as well. Alright, so this cabinet is looking so much better now. On this side, I just have like extras of condiments and stuff like that. Extra snacks in the middle, extra coffee, and in the back I've got some beer, and then I've got plastic cups and stuff like that. Bottom shelf, I've got extra paper plates, baking goods, Zoe's borax in case she wants to make some more slime, and in the very back I've got like extra tinfoil pans, stuff like that we use when we do like roasts and stuff. And then the rest of this is just extra like bulk baking items, which I have picked up and I don't necessarily have a place for them, so I keep them down here. So I've got a lot of extra space in here, which is awesome. So day 2 is over. I got almost all of my cabinets and drawers done. The one I just finished, the bottom one down there that was really super duper full, that put me over by about 5 minutes. But that's okay. I'd rather cheat a little bit and go a little longer and actually get that done and not have to worry about it again. I just get it done with. But I still need to do my corner pantry over here. And that's going to have to wait for tomorrow, which is going to put me off schedule. But that's alright. I have that one extra wiggle room day at the very end of the week. My Sunday or Saturday is the last day of the week. And I didn't have anything scheduled for that. So I still feel like I'm sitting pretty good. Hoping you guys are staying on track as well. And I will see you again tomorrow for day 3. Bye. Hi everyone and welcome back to day 3. I am once again getting a very late start. It is, I don't know what time it is. It's only like 7 o'clock. This is really so hard for me with it getting so dark so quick because I like to do projects in the evening times. So hopefully, I'm sorry about the lighting. If it's crazy, it's just the way it's going to have to be. Because this is when I like to work on projects. Early morning, early evening is like my project time. So, day 3, I'm supposed to be doing the tops of my cabinets today. But, you will probably remember from yesterday, I did not get done with all of my cabinets. So, I need to work on my pantry today. The top cabinet and the bottom cabinet. That's what I'm going to start out with. And if I can get that done and then get on to the next day, that would be awesome. But I'm thinking this day is going to be all just that pantry stuff. I got kids bugging me in the background. So I am going to just get started. I'll show you what the pantry looks like before I get started. But I'm just going to go shelf by shelf, take everything out, clean it out, replace everything, and just work my way down the pantry. I think I'm going to start in the lower section and then do the upper section last. That's my plan, so I'm going to get started. Alright, so here is the pantry situation. There's a lot going on in here, but I'm hoping that it won't take very long. This is just the bottom section. Here, I'll show you what the top section looks like too. This one I'm actually afraid to open the door because, oh, it's not too bad. Okay, so that is what the top section looks like. It definitely needs some work. So I'm going to start on this bottom section first, starting on the top shelf, and making my way down. And then, of course, I will have to do the door as well. So I have this bottom pantry section all completed. I have so much more room in here now. It is awesome. I took out quite a lot of food that was expired. So on my top shelf here, I normally keep like noodles, packets, for different food items, and like oils, gravies, pasta sauce, that sort of thing. On the second shelf down, and the back section is like canned goods. The front section has snacks and cereal. And then this third section down here, that is like my baking shelf. So it's got, my flour, sugar, brown sugar, rice, cake mixes, and that sort of thing. And then at the very, very bottom, I have my mixer, my blender, and our George Foreman grill. And then in the way, way back, which you really can't see right now, is like extra flour, extra sugar, and extra brown sugar, which is left over from Christmas baking. So, that is what this cupboard is now looking like. So much better. Alright, so now I need to go up here and start on this cabinet. So there is my cleaned pantry up there. Top shelf has like pots and pans, bundt pans, that sort of thing that we very rarely use. On the second shelf down is like our medicine cabinet. I've got three bins up there, one for sinus, one for stomach, and one miscellaneous. So we just pull out the bin that we need. And then the bottom shelf has pots and pans, or like baking pans, way in the back. And then in front we just kind of keep dog treats and a few snacks. So this is all the stuff that I took out of both the cabinets, the upper cabinet and the bottom pantry cabinet. I really didn't take much out of the top one. But all this is like expired stuff. I cannot believe it. It's ridiculous. So anyways, that cleared up a lot of space in my pantry. Alright, so that is the end of day 3. I was only able to get the 2 pantry cabinets done in my 30-minute time slot. But it was a very good one to get done because that cabinet has been driving me crazy. Things like half the time I open the door and things just fall out, which is really annoying. That should not be happening anymore, so I'm very pleased with that. I will see you again tomorrow for day 4. Bye now. Hi everyone, and welcome to day 4 of the kitchen purging. I am getting a very early start this morning. It is not even light out. What time is it? 6:30. So I don't know, I probably shouldn't be starting right now because within like 10-20 minutes people are going to start waking up and want to get into the kitchen. But I'm going to get started anyways because I have just been sitting around twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, I just need to get started. So I have got a busy day ahead of me, so I really want to get this done this morning. So it's out of the way for the day. So my project for today is above the countertops. I'm going to start on this side, and then I'm going to go to this side. Now this side is above of our stove, and we do not have like a exhaust fan hood, you know, like the hood kind of thing that goes over the stove. We just have like the little exhaust fan that's on the bottom of a microwave, and it does a great job except for the tops of these counters get really like grimy and greasy just from everyday cooking. I don't know any way around it. If anybody knows how to take care of that problem without having to put in like an exhaust hood, I would love to know because it is so annoying. So this side is going to be really hard to clean because it hasn't been done in a long time, I have to confess. It's been over a year probably, if not longer. Because I dread it. I dread doing this project so much. But I'm going to get it done today. So first things first, I am going to remove everything from up there and then get it wiped down one time. And then I'll probably have to go at it with some water, like hot water and Dawn solution. That's normally with the scrubby, and that normally takes it right off. So that is the plan, and I'm going to get it started. Break when people started waking up. I was able to get this side over here completely cleaned and everything that was on top of it washed. But then my mom and sister called and said that they were going to the thrift store. I hadn't realized that my mom was in town. So of course I said, yes, I'll go with you, even though I went yesterday. But that's all right. So that, we left about 9 o'clock, got back around 11, which led to lunch, which led to a nap, and now it's almost 3 o'clock already. However, before they came and picked me up, I was able to get all this stuff from over here taken down and washed up. So now all I really need to do is go up there and clean. I'm going to vacuum the cobwebs, and then I'll wipe everything down, and hopefully I can get done with this real quickly. So one thing I wanted to share with you that I'm going to actually take the time to do, and this won't be part of my 30 minutes or whatever, but I have heard that some people who have the same problem that I do with it getting really grimy on top of their cabinets will lay down like tin foil or parchment paper or whatever over the top of their cabinets so that you can't see it from down below, but then when it goes time to clean it, you just take all that off and put another layer down. Well, I have tried that in the past, and it works fine for a little while, but then the edges start to kind of roll up or whatever, and then you can kind of see it, and I just really didn't really like the look of it. So what I thought I would try this time is good old contact paper. I figure if you can buy a roll of contact paper at the Dollar Tree for $1, well, next time I have to clean up there, I'll just rip it off, quickly dust it down, and put another layer on, because I think that will work out really nice. So hopefully it will work, and if it does, I will definitely let you know that it works. So that's a little side project, which is going to make the kitchen go a little slower, but that's all right. I think now that I've got everything down, I really want to take the time to do this, which I think is okay that I can do that. So right now I'm going to finish this side over here, and then I'll work on putting the contact paper down and then putting everything up and back, and then I'll be done for the day. Alright, so I have finished today's task of cleaning the tops of the cabinets. Everything's back up there. I am loving the contact paper on top of the cabinets. That is going to work out fabulously. I did run out. I only had one roll of it, so I will pick up some more and I will do the rest of it. I think that is going to be awesome. One thing I'm not sure about is how long I actually spent cleaning in here today. I know I started really early, and then I stopped, and then I started again, and then Zoe came home from school and I stopped again. So I have no idea how long it took me today, but the point of the matter is that it is completed, and that's all that really matters. So I'm very happy about that. So I can move on to day 5, which will be tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye. Hi everyone, it is day 5 today of the kitchen purging. I'm finally to the nitty-gritty of the deep cleaning today, which is kind of exciting, but at the same time, sort of not. So I have quite a few things that I want to try to get done in my 30 minutes today. The first thing being is wiping down all the cabinet faces and the handles. And then after that, I'd like to take my vacuum cleaner and go around the room, starting at the top and working my way down, making sure I get along the ceiling and any of the areas on the wall that look like I need it. Then the baseboards for sure. After that, I will dust all the woodwork. And when I get done with the dusting of the woodwork, then I'll take a rag and then wipe down all of the baseboards. So that is my plan for today. I am going to have to hustle to get all this done in 30 minutes. But I think I can do it. I have a bucket of warm soapy water in the sink all ready for the cabinets. So I'm going to jump right in. And now I'm moving on to the vacuuming. The other side of the kitchen, I basically already did the vacuuming of the walls and along the ceilings when I was cleaning above the cabinets. So I just have like this eating area section of the the room to do. So I'm going to start with the ceilings, work my way down, and then I am going to dust after that. Really fast. I am loving this. So I have already vacuumed and dusted. Oh wait, I haven't dusted yet. I vacuumed from the walls down, and I vacuumed the baseboards, and I did a quick vacuum of the floor itself because I want to go along and wash the baseboards and didn't want all the little, a clean floor to do that with would be nice. So that's what I did real quickly. Now I'm going to take my duster and I'm going to do all the baseboards and stuff like that, even though I just went over it with the vacuum cleaner. This will do a little bit better job. And then I will start wiping down the baseboards. done with the baseboards, and I feel like today went super fast. Although I need some lotion for my hands. They are feeling really dry. But it's looking really good in here and I'm loving it. So I am excited for tomorrow, which is day 6. We are on the home stretch now. I'll see you then. Bye. Hi everyone and welcome to day 6 of the kitchen purge. Today is a very quick day, I'm thinking, because all I have down for today is wash the windows and mop the floor. So I am going to start with the windows and then I'm going to do the floor. And if I've got any other time left over, I may start on tomorrow's project, which is working on the refrigerator and the freezer. So we'll see how it goes. So I've got my Windex and I'm going to get started on the windows. To get the windows done and the floor mopped, and I have 10 minutes to spare, which is awesome. I am going to not go ahead and start on the fridge. I will just save that for tomorrow. No need to rush it. So I guess that is it for today. I will check in with you tomorrow for our last day of week 1, day number 7. Bye now. Hi everyone, it's Robin, and hi everyone, and welcome back to day 7. And the final day of the kitchen purge and of week 1. I hope that you guys are doing well and that you have made it this far into week 1. I only have my refrigerator and freezer left to do today, and it is bright and early in the morning. I woke up like an hour ago and I've just been kind of putzing around, and I'm like, I should just go ahead and get my work done. So that is what I'm going to do. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm in my comfy clothes. It is Saturday morning, and I'm not planning to go anywhere. Hence the beautifulness that you see in front of you. So I'm just going to jump right into taking care of the refrigerator. I have a bucket of soapy water ready to go. So it's later in the day and I have the freezer completed, which is awesome, which means my week 1 is done and it feels so good. I'm so excited to have it done. It is so awesome and I'm feeling energized to start week number 2. I have to say though, the kitchen was a lot of work. If I had a bigger kitchen, I probably would have needed 2 weeks because there's just a lot that goes into the kitchen and I really didn't think that through very well. Just going through the cupboards themselves and like wiping everything down and purging through the cupboards themselves takes a long time. So I was a little surprised by that. Oofta! That was a killer. The kitchen was not fun, let's just say. But I am very happy that it is done and it is over. And now I get to move on to other things. And I have a sparkling clean kitchen, which is awesome. So that brings us up to week number 2. So for myself, week number 2 is going to be my living room and my dining room. It's pretty much, one big space. So I just kind of lump them together. I'm also, I just remembered, I'm also going to add my entryway into that mix. Because there really isn't anything else that I could put it with unless I put it with my basement family room. And my family room, believe me, that's going to take some time. So I am going to add my entryway to my living room and my dining room. And it's just the steps basically. I got a little bit of a landing and then a small closet. So I'm going to add that onto my list. All right. I meant to do that earlier, and then I just forgot. I just remembered again really quickly, which was really good. So, sorry if you can hear noise in the background. Zoe's got friends over today. So, yeah, they're going to be loud. So, day number 1, I'm actually going to not do anything on because Zoe has a volleyball tournament. The event goes from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, and there's just no way I'm coming home from that and starting a project. So I'm skipping day 1 and I'm starting on day 2. So on day 2, I am going to be sadly taking down my Christmas tree, which I have been resisting. I'm finally going to do it. All my other Christmas decorations have been down for a while now, but I've left up the tree because I like the lights. Well, I'm going to take it down on Monday, and then I will replace the furniture that goes where the tree is. So day number 3 will be purging my 2 hutches. I have a corner hutch, and then I have the hutch that I always decorate, and then the bottom section of that, both of which, that and the corner cabinet or hutch, filled with dishes, like overflowing with dishes. So I need to do some purging there. So then day number 4, I will be purging. I have 2 desks and 2 side tables in the living room, dining room area. So I will be purging those 4 things. And then day number 5 gets into the cleaning. I'll be vacuuming the ceilings, the walls, the baseboards. I will dust, and then I will wipe down the baseboards and the woodwork. That might be more than I can do in 30 minutes, so I'm anticipating that to spill over into day number 6, which is just windows. So I'll have like 2 days to get that major cleaning part done. And then day number 7 will be my entryway, which is the stairs, the landing, and the closet. And that will bring me to the end of week number 2. So I hope you guys are doing great with this challenge. I hope you're still motivated and excited to do it. And I am very excited. Like all week long I've been anticipating this video because I want to know what you guys are up to. So I would love to know if you are doing this challenge. Down in the comments, leave me a comment. Let me know which room you started in and how did your first week go. I cannot wait to find out. I am so excited. So make sure you leave me a big, long comment. I would love it. I will read every single one. And to those of you, then also let me know in your comment which room you're planning to do next. So if you're leaving me a comment and you're doing the challenge, make sure you let me know which room you started with, how did it go, and which room are you starting on for week number 2. I would love to know all of that. So for those of you who haven't joined the challenge, it's still not too late. We are only on week 2. And you know what? You can join us way at the very end of it too and just do 1 week at the very end. That is fine. It is whatever you want to do and however you want to do it. That is the beauty of this sort of challenge. You can just kind of make it up as you go along, or you can have a very strict plan. But the point is to just every day do a little bit of work to improve your home. And that is all that this challenge really is. And I am very excited about it. I am like super rearing to go on week number 2. So I am anticipating your comments and your thoughts on this challenge. So one more thing before I let you guys go today. I don't know how you guys were, but I was wondering all week long how you guys were doing with the challenge, and I found it very difficult not to be able to like chat with you guys about it. I'd be like cleaning and I'm just like wondering how you guys are doing, and it just every single day I'm like, oh man, I hope people aren't getting frustrated, and I just wanted to know if you guys were like getting like, oh, this is terrible, or if you were like slaying it or whatever. I just wanted to know really badly. So I thought this week that I would try to do a few posts over on Instagram throughout the week, just to kind of update you guys on my progress throughout the week. And then we can kind of connect a little bit and share, how we're doing for the week and that sort of thing. So I think that would be really fun. I will also try to do a few stories, which I'm terrible at, and I will try to get better about, but I will try to do a few stories, maybe try to do one a day or something like that. for the week, just to kind of update you on how I'm personally doing, and then to see kind of how you guys are doing as well. And I think this will be a fun way for us to kind of connect a little bit more as we're going through this journey together of purging our houses. So if you do not follow me currently on Instagram, I'll put my Instagram right up here on the screen. It will also be down in the description box. If you're not following me, I would love it if you would come over and follow me there. I am trying overall, not just for this week and this challenge, but I've been trying to post a lot more on there, because I sometimes forget about it, and that's terrible. And I know a lot of people, but I'm on it every single day. I just don't post on it. So I am trying to post more and take more photos to share with you guys and that sort of thing. So, and of course, I'm sure the puppies will show up quite a bit, because they're always so lovable, and I love taking pictures of the puppies. So there probably will be quite a few puppy pictures on my Instagram feed in the coming months. So if nothing else, there's an incentive for you guys. And so anyways, all right, so I'm going to let you guys go. I hope that you guys are enjoying this challenge. So that is it for me today. I will be back again next Sunday for an update on week number 2 and get you started for new week number 3. And of course, check out Instagram, and I'll try to do some daily updates there as well. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye now.